So Cécile, you decided to help the others to overcome their fear. But what is your method? I mean, is there any school or degree for that? Can you explain me?
To explain to you what I do and how I do it, I want to give you the metaphor of the Jedi. So for the one, or for the youngest one that are watching, the Jedi is the good guy in the Star Wars saga created by George Lucas. So a Jedi is somebody who is completely obsessed by learning and being the best version of herself or himself. And they work as well with value. Now, I say that because at the beginning I was marketing myself as a public speaking Jedi. And this started up with a client of mine who one day came, he was completely exhausted by fear. And when he left the session, he felt completely re-energized. And he told me, oh my God, you're my public speaking Jedi. And I thought, well, you know, that's who I am, I guess. So what I love as well is the idea of giving the energy, that as a person you give the energy, but also you give the tools for people to keep being energized and keep their confidence whenever it vanishes, because you have really challenging moment when you talk in front of an audience. And the way I do it as well is I work with strong ethics and strong values. So my values are resilience, it's creativity, but it's also equality. So whoever you are, you will get the best of that method fit to your needs, so you can become a competent speaker. Now, having said that, so that's, I would say, in a bubble, the way I do it. And as a rule of thumb, every single year, I challenge myself to do something I've never done before. So last year, I had the honor to be selected as a speaker for the TEDx Politecnico di Torino. And this year, I had the honor as well to make the opening speech for an art exhibition. Now, the objective behind that is to be able to find a process that's going to help my client. So if a client comes to me and say, look, Cécile, this is my situation. I need to do a TEDx. I need to do something for a special event. Can you help me? And I want my answer to always be, yes, I can help you. And I have a process and I know what will work for that person. So it's all a question of always training, always challenging, to always find new ways to help my client.
So you created your own recipe.
Absolutely.
That you're applying to anyone who is in need of help.
Yes. So my method is a consensus of everything that I've learned. And there is always the element of practice. It's always practiced first. And then we look into the technique. And then there is the support as well. So this is my method. And what I want and what is absolutely crucial for people to go into the next level is to go outside their comfort zone. But to be able to do that, you need to feel safe.
And to be a little bit more precise, can you give me some examples of what the people are asking to you in order to help them?
So for instance, I've got a client. When we met, she was at the stage where she was feeling sick, or she was being sick before management meeting. That meant as well for her that she couldn't sleep the night before. That meant that when she was at the board table, she was not showing her true self. So, and she is somebody who is extremely talented, very valuable, but it was not visible to the management, because it was just the fear creeping up. So I worked with her and I made her practice. I made her learn about some of the techniques, rhetoric techniques. When you have a difficult question, how can you answer that? Well, guess what? If you know about the technique, you remove the emotional part and you can show the true self. You can show your true talent to the world. And the panel of tools you have is huge. I mean, I've tried so much of them. So it's just a question of putting them forward to the client so they become part of their toolbox, and they can just, not everything is going to work. They have to tap and try into something that responds to their own fear. So once you try that, then we put in place a strategy for confidence. What is she going to do after she prepared her speech? What are the steps she's going to take to when she shows to the boardroom meeting, she's 100% there, 100% present, she's visible, she can kick ass.
That sounds like the perfect method.